It's officially the first day of spring. And this morning, this is what I woke up to. Now, I know I'm a Bahamian, and maybe I went to government school, so maybe I don't know what spring means. But help me understand how this a snow day. Hey, Miss Diamond, this a snow day. Let me tell y'all something. Even though I glad I'm in America with my baby boy, right? I see why people just put up with shit in the Bahamas. You see that shit? Do you see that? Now let me just say, I thank God for another day. I did my breathing exercise. I read my daily word. I was happy, excited. But it is the 21st day of March. It is spring. Let's just marinate on that for a moment. Let me just say hi to my girl Kyra in Atlanta who's stuck indoors. Kyra, I'm stuck indoors. You jealous of snow? Anyway, now, like I said, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York from age 0 to 9 years old. I went back to New York age 18 to 22 years old. So I wouldn't say I don't like snow. However, I into that. And so all this is make me want Boyce, Shane, Cheryl, and Peasy Chest Wayne in their head when I have to endure this shit. Say that snow look good. Legal, don't do it. Legal is one of them Bahamians who like snow. Let me put on my lip balm. My lip crack, my forehead crack, my ass crack, my neck, my back, my forehead and my crack. I want to know how that means spring. Now, Loveless, you know I just try to be positive. Because I am a very optimistic person most times, except when people piss me off, then I gotta tell them about their ass. But I want to know if it's the first day of spring. Spring officially started yesterday. Tell me how it's snowing outside. What I missing? And I was all looking forward to the warmth of spring. I took out all my little light color clothes because I've been wearing black ever since I reached here in September. I said, you know what? Spring has sprung. I plan to go driving in the by the ocean this weekend. But for real though, let me let y'all see that. Let me let y'all see that. Let me let y'all see that. Y'all see that? Hold on. Let me move my cup. Let me get my tea. What I missing though? And again, Chrissy Love, hold on, let me move all my papers out the window. Yeah, I was even sorting my mail today because you can't go nowhere. Wayne home today. Kieran, that does not look good. Kieran talking about it's 83 degrees at home. This is when I was want to chop all y'all in the Bahamas in y'all head because I be dead jealous. Yes, roommate, it is spring. Everything is shut down. Look, why Wayne ain't make up his bed? Everything is shut down. Now, I will admit, I went outside today. I know, as a Bahamian, I did salty. Because again, I'm an island girl. I'm an island girl. As much as I say I can't stand some Bahamians and some of the Bahamas, I'm an island girl. I love warmth. I love sunshine. Look at Gia laughing. You all Canadians who think this cold weather cute, I have news for you now. I can't believe y'all actually laughing. So today, I will admit, while I am grateful and thankful to the Most High, my mood wasn't too great this morning. And then my son, because he don't have to go to school today. Thank you, Jared. He wanted to go outside and play in the snow. Now, of course, remember now, I haven't been around my kid for 2 years. So I'm feeling that mommy craving. So I got my ass up. Thank you, Gigi. I got my ass up this morning and played in the snow with Wayne. Yeah. So people, let's get it started. I like that one, Gigi. Gigi say, The snow isn't going to last forever, but those trapsy names you call are still here in the Bahamas. Which one you prefer, trapsy country or snow? Yeah, you have a point. So, people, today I want to have an honest conversation with you, and I can try my best not to cry. Got some more news this morning of someone else dying in the Bahamas, who actually, she's my aunt by marriage. Mm, anyway, so I just want to say condolences to the Russell family as well. Yesterday was the Moxie family and the Hutchison family. So condolences to the Russell family. I tell you, boy, I just don't understand this life. Legally say nothing shuts down here. Snow, rain, hail, sleet, business as usual, any weather. Gigi say, trust me, I prefer the snow. Sandra say, trapsy country. Sandra, you lie like an area rug. So today, people, I want to have a conversation with you. But before we do that, let me read your comments. First of all, how you guys doing? I heard the Prime Minister's speech yesterday, but again, while listening to it in Wayne's dorm, they had a fire drill. I was talking to Erica while I was on the phone. The fire drill started, so I had to leave. Yeah. So, I'm trying not to talk about the Bahamas because it upsets me. I am still working on the office of the cousin of the Prime Minister. Tout comme PM. Why the Trapsy Love Nest? Y'all see, let me show you how disgusting the Love Nest is. The Love Nest say, suppose Fred Mitchell become Prime Minister, what would that office be called then? Now, let me just say for the record, a spouse is male or female. But we could be Trapsy. Look at roommate. It's a beautiful day in Louisiana. Well, you know what, roommate? I happy for you. But can I tell you? Now, well, I must admit, it was fun playing with my baby in the snow. I hadn't played with Wayne in the snow since, good Lord, 1990. No, I hadn't played with Wayne in the snow since, hold on, no, Wayne born in 1999. Last time me and Wayne went to the snow was when we were in Virginia. We were in Virginia, and yeah, say why I didn't go live. During the fire drill? Really, Andrew? No. And so today I want us to have a conversation. Usually on a Wellness Wednesday, I'm in the kitchen, but I had to take to the bed. Go live in the snow, your ass. I must go outside and turn on my camera. Hell no. I'll put some pictures in the Love Nest group for y'all to see. My son in the snow with his do-rag on. Again, I have shielded my son from niggardry, but he just so gravitate toward it. Anyway, so as I was saying, even though I'm not in the kitchen on this Wellness Wednesday, I want us to have a serious conversation about a topic that I've been talking about for, say, where my snow, girl, look here. Snow who? Anyway. One thing I have to say that these 6 months I have been away. Now I can't complain because the winter has been really mild. Remember just the other day it was 50 something degrees. I was outside. Now today. First day of spring. Hold on. I got to show you all that again. Hold on. First day of spring. First day of spring. This is the first day of spring. Hold on. First day of spring. How does the first day of spring though? Anyway, let me be grateful because today in my meditation on mindfulness, it taught us about being grateful and being in an attitude of gratitude. So let me just say, like I keep telling myself, Christina, every day you bitch and whine about this weather, every day you bitch and whine about this case, you are getting everything that you asked for. You asked for quality time with your baby. You asked for a break from the Bahamas because it was getting on your fucking nerves. You asked for a break away from trapsy fucked up niggas and family. You're getting that. Spring has sprung my ass. This ain't no spring. This ain't spring. Now again, I know in the Bahamas we don't have seasons, but I remember studying spring, summer, autumn, or fall, and winter. One of the things I do love about where I am is that there are seasons. One of the things I did miss about living in the Bahamas was the absence of seasons. It was either hot or motherfucking hot. Yeah, that was our two seasons. Hot or motherfucking hot. So before we start our serious conversation on this Wellness Wednesday, and I already tried to get on my crying out so I don't cry during the show, we're going to talk about a couple of things today on a Wellness Wednesday. We're going to talk about addiction. We're going to talk about diabetes. And we're going to talk about enzymes. One of the things that saved my life. Enzymes. And so before we do that, let me read all y'all comments. From the top, you ready? Wheel and come again. Wheel and come again. Cause so I got on my Bimini shirt. Say thank you to Blackhawks. Hold on. Bimini Life. I ain't got on no bra, so I can't show you all of my titties. Look, hold on. I ain't got on no bra. Bimini Life. Speaking of Bimini Life, I gotta say good afternoon, good morning to my girls. Denver. I mean my girls, Jenny, and my boys, Denver and Ralph. So, Bahamian people, we can get it started today. And you know, ever since in 2008, when I started sharing my stories with you in front of the microphone and sharing my wellness journey with you, you and I have been talking about the fact that most Bahamians are diabetic and are dying. Yeah, I inside Dotoya, and I just turned off the heat because it was loud. Yeah, I don't wear no bra in America, child. Let me tell you something. Since I've been up here, since look here, nobody know me. My titties could flap in the wind. Ain't nobody know me up here. I just put on one tight shirt and I dress in layers. Yeah, I don't know how I could start wearing bra again when summer come. I could be shamed. But anyway, as I was saying, those are the things we're going to talk about today. Even though I'm not in the kitchen, I want to recap some of the things that I've been talking to you about because, again, I see where I am. Guess what? Guess what? We don't show titties on Chrissy Love live to the world. No, we don't. No, no, we don't do that. Not yet. Now, when I start making them kind of YouTube view money, then I could show some titties. Yeah, But today I really want to have a serious conversation, Loveness. Y'all behave because again, hearing about people die in my country about preventive non-communicable diseases, it really saddens me. And I shared with you when I started my journey in 2008 when I got a reality check with a fasting blood sugar of 300, with a hypertension reading, a blood pressure reading of what it was, 190 over 120, something. It was ridiculous. Again, cholesterol of over 300, whatever. And I shared with you in 2008 how I set about to detox my life and heal my world and change a lot of the things. I remember going to the hospitals with my friends, seeing them lose limbs because of diabetes. I remember going through it with my own family members, watching my uncle. You hear me talk a lot about my uncle who was in House of Assembly, who taught me a lot about the things that I know, who was responsible for women being on the police force in Nassau, in the Bahamas. So I saw him get his leg amputated and I saw how it changed his life. And so I want to have a serious discussion today about diabetes, addiction, and enzymes. So let me read your comments before we start. All right, let me go to the tippy top. Man, I can't take it. Look, y'all just hear nipples. The loveless like shit now. All right, let's say hi to Miss Diamond Forever. Jared, I in my skin. Rolandia's here. Andrew say, Jesus, that's snow, or the pillow boys. That's snow. And it's still snowing. It been snowing. I woke up around 9:30 this morning. Well, I woke up my usual 4 o'clock to meditate. Yes, I have to meditate because if I don't meditate, I will fucking kill people. Yeah. All right, so I woke up and then when I saw the snow, of course, my son, like a little kid, he thinks that this shit is cute. Anyway, Kieran here. Say that look good. Legal say, hey, Pastor Love. Andrew say, hey. Megan say, hey, folks. Now they say, hey, Chrissy, Lord, more snow. And this is when I's be dead mad that I in the Bahamas, that I got to be putting up with this fuckery because of salty ass, some members of the judiciary, some members of the executive, some members of the legislative, former and present. Laurel and Bree say, hey, Chrissy. Andrew say, man, I a little jealous of that snow. I want to make snow angels. Customer sign angels on the beaches. Chafe my ass crack. I can't take it. Yeah, I've done that before, too. That'll scrape up all your down back. Hey, yeah, sign angels. That shit deserve. Loletta, hey, Lolita. How you doing, girl? All is well? Andrew say, the weather's God being vexed from Trump got in office. Legal say, yeah, you're popping in your red shirt, mansion lands. That's no look good. Your ass legal. I love you, though. Long Island say I love the cold. But you know, y'all Bahamians talking y'all shit about y'all love the cold. And the cold is fun for about a week. Okay? The cold is fun. Why my camera so dark? Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to turn up my camera about a week. After that, you're like, fuck this snow. It's cold as shit. Anyway. All right. Chantel say a cold again, but no snow in ATL. 13 say, love snowfall, not the brown stuff after. Too messy. Susan say, hi, Chrissy, been watching you for a very long time, but today is the first I can see where I can comment. Love your show. Watches every day. Well, thank you, Susan. Legal is here. Latoya say, Chrissy and Lovey's hot go. Hey, Toya. 13 say, today and the day to be positive. Just real. LOL. Man, I trying to stay positive because I ain't got to lie. Y'all ever saw the scene in I Am Sam where Sean Penn's character is a man who has some mental deficiencies and he wants to take care of his little girl, and the court tries to take his little girl away. Whenever I need a good cry, I watch I Am Sam. And yesterday I heard our prime minister say, we made big mistakes. Big mistakes. We made big mistakes. So I will admit it took me right to I Am Sam. I made big mistakes. Mistakes that are huge. I made big mistakes. Mistakes that are huge. But we got to do better, man. We got to do better. And I know y'all say to me, like I see one salty, fucked up F&M who is be in my inbox trying to talk to me, but on Facebook talking about, I must stop being a fugitive. Again, let me say this for you dumb motherfuckers in the Bahamas. I'm distant from the mic? Okay, what's happening? Really, you can't hear me? I don't know what's going on with the mic. I don't know. 13 for the wise, I can never finish that movie. Sean Penn, too compelling. Marionette say, hi, darling. Well, hi, Marionette. Marionette, I need you to keep your cool cap on, boo. What Patrick said, don't test me now. So when I heard him talking about, I made mistakes that were huge, I will admit I was happy to hear that. But at the end of the day, yeah, fugitive. That's what he called me. That same asshole. You know him too, Nelson. Yeah, Bahamians are salty as fuck. Yeah, you taking my show and putting pictures on social media questioning my mental capacity. You bitches wish you had my mental capacity. Yeah. You feel like killing a couple? I know. Marionette? Now, Marionette, you know you look something like me. We too cute for jail and we like to get our eyebrows shape up. That's why I left the Bahamas. Because we too cute for jail. So, Marionette, keep you cool. Go in the Love Nest group and continue sending us those positive messages that you sent us. Because I know you want pimp slap a motherfucker, but you can't. You see, if you go and slap them, that's assault. And you know people like me and you know they jealous us. When you're cute, you're smart, and you got money. They don't like you. So Marionette, please don't slap that bitch. Don't slap her. So anyway, as I was saying, yeah, too cute for jail. Too cute for jail, especially Nassau, Bahamas jail. Now, I will admit, can I tell you, being in America, I remember visiting some friends who in jail in America. Yeah, you know all them damn. Jason said I need a contraption. Please, homesick with tonsillitis. Ah, Lord. Jason, did you get the colloidal silver like I told you? See, y'all Bahamas has asked me for my advice, but you don't follow it. Anyway, yeah, I see that shit. And I want to thank all the Love Nest who just screenshot these things and sent them to me. Jason, you need colloidal silver, especially those of us who are in this climate. We island people. Hey, Sword, thank you, sweetie. I need them warm thoughts. We island people. Like this bullshit, even though I may have been born in New York, look at the shovel going by. You know it cold when even the white people ain't out. Just gonna put that out there. Shout out to all the white people who watch my show. Because, usually white folk love this shit. That's why, see, this is the Winter Olympics kind of friggin' weather. Us black folk, we don't do this shit. See, because I tell you, in the words of Beyonce, I got Jackson 5 nostrils. See my nose? My nose hole dead big. I got Jackson 5 nostrils. When I gone outside this morning and I breathed that cold in, I was like, no, you see, I'm not cut out for this shit. I'm not cut out for this shit. Anyway, let me read some more of y'all comments. Y'all please hold Marionette in prayer. Or like I call her, my pet name first, Mariette. I cut it short. Yep, you know how I call your name. Nelson say flap in the wind. Yes. Sandra say, don't cry for me. Don't shed a tear. Leslie say, good afternoon, Christina. Love Thompson. Help me get well and lose weight. Well, I don't know if I can help you. I can only tell you what I do. And I can share that with you. Andrew say, block came true with that shirt. Legal say, yes, Bimini sweet. I love Bimini. Look here, when you see me get this gunk of money, I get me a little spot in Bimini. I love Bimini. Now, I will admit, I preferred the Bimini of the 1980s drug dealing era. That's why I tell Biminites now, all that money y'all have from drugs, And Bimini still look pop down. Mm. Anyway. So let's keep them haters watching and bring up Chrissy views. See why I love you, Lolita? And I laugh at it because these are the same people, and Facebook has created some Bahamian social media monsters. And I read the things he was saying about me, right? And I was like, this can't be the same nigga who just be in my inbox talking the most shit to me and apologizing to me. Anyway, I you know what? There's some people in the world who are just special. But I want to thank the Love Nest for keeping me posted about the bullshit. Sorry about that. That's going on. Lolita said, Chrissy, I'm still hanging in, hun. Been missing these live shows like crazy. Pepin said, go outside way in and make a snowman. Then have a fight. Pep in your ass. You will never see me outside. Roommate says nothing says getting checked than when you get your blood work done, and doctor says lose the weight, need better. But you see, it's a conspiracy. And that's one thing I've noticed because I told you, I shared with you in my homesickness and in my love of the fact that the things I used to buy at home are a third of the price here. From September to now, I've been on this carboholic binge and I'm paying the price. I went to the doctor yesterday, the other day. Yesterday? When I went? I can't remember. Anyway, so from September till now, and again, I tell you, I was hanging out with my family members who, my girl, when I was living in her house, that girl have cookie, cake, Pop Tart, sugar. Yeah. So in the past 6 months that I've been here and hearing about two good friends died, I got to get my shit together because it ain't like I don't know what to do. I know what to do. And so we're going to talk about diabetes, especially in the Bahamas, where, again, by the year 2020, the entire country will be diabetic. That's a startling statistics. We're statistic. I can't say it. Tabby, I must see like that galley. That's a startling statistic. Already per capita, we have the highest diabetes rate in the world. And more of our people are dying from complications of diabetes. And so today's show, I want to just ask us to be mindful of the madness that we've been taught, especially us as Bahamians. Because let's keep it real. The Bahamian diet, or like I call it, the Bahamian average diet, just like how the American diet is the sad. Sean, please. Like my auntie say, crackers and cheese come in the same vessel but different fucking packages. Jason? You can't dare dummies on Facebook. I hope they record this and y'all please stop teething my show, okay? Stop teething my show. Come on YouTube and watch it. You know you bad when you have a business and you selling packages but can't spell business. And see, when I talk about these people, they get upset and angry. And it's not that I want to highlight your inadequacies. I just want you to be aware of the fact that you ain't ready for prime time, booby. You ain't ready. And when you're not ready, you sit your ass down. You see, just because I make this shit look easy, that don't mean it is. You got to have education, sense, and you got to be able to string together a sentence. You got to know how your verbs and your nouns must fucking agree. You don't come on live video talking about I wants. Okay? Learn how to conjugate a motherfucking verb. It's I want, you want, he, she, or it wants. We want, you want, they want. Okay? Get your subjects and verbs to agree. Stop bitching up the English language. And let me just say, there's nothing wrong with dialect. Look here, I love dialect. What you saying? I love dialect. But I am so tired of people showing this shit to the world that shows the ignorance of us as Bahamians. Let me just say for the record, Portia, thank you. Everyone think there's talk show hosts because they been on Chrissy shows. I agree. Everybody and their mom want to be talk show hosts. Yeah, and I don't say that to be mean. I'm just saying that, like our national anthem says, see how the world marks the man of your bearing. Watch the bullshit you put up on social media. And I ain't talking about me cussing and carrying on, because I keep telling y'all, like I have a friend who tells me, now mind you, all the years she wasn't sponsoring my show. All of a sudden she says she'll sponsor my show if I stop cussing. I was like, but you didn't sponsor me when I was on regular radio. See how the world marks the man of your bearing. Tiffany Haddish makes a gunk of money from telling people about their ass and cussing them out. Bam is just always looking for something to bitch and whine about. But as I was saying, see, Machu, Machu just throw me right off. As I was saying, today we're gonna have a serious conversation. Y'all keep stopping me from jumping all over the place. And I want us to remember Teresa Moxie Ingram. I want us to remember Deanne Russell. And let us, Bahamian people, commit to not falling for the okey doke. Unfortunately, what we do in the Bahamas, just like America, we don't work on wellness, we work on disease management. And I've proven it up here. Ever since I got insurance, since I've been here in America, every time I go to the doctor, they want loading me down with drugs. And I will admit, because of my delicate condition, I was taking the drugs. I was diagnosed with something, and I know y'all are going to laugh, but I was diagnosed with something called broken heart syndrome. All of a sudden, I started seeing my blood pressure elevating. All of a sudden, I started feeling, and I don't know if it's the homesickness. And so I told you about the story where I went to the doctor, and he was kind enough to run all these tests on me. A lot of the tests came back really well. A couple were elevated. Blood sugar was seriously elevated, of course, because like I told the doctor, I've been eating rice, potato, pasta, bread, and sugar since I reached here. So of course I'm gonna have a problem. Common sense would tell you. Yes. And can I tell you now, I gotta give out a shout out to my boy in Nassau, Dr. Cyprian Strawn. He first told me this because he kept saying to me, Chrissy, why is your blood pressure all over the place? And I kept telling him I don't know. Now Dr. Cyprian Strawn, no, it's not. It's before I've been going through this before I left home. I told you I had a really devastating family situation in August of 2016 that shattered my whole existence. But it taught me a lot. I learned a lot about it. I learned a lot about it. So I will admit, since I've been in America, a lot of American a lot of American treatments and Bahamian treatments as well have to do with the administration of drugs. And again, I don't blame the doctors. I am grateful for the doctors, but we all know that med schools are mostly run by pharmaceutical agents, and the doctors in medical school teach you that drugs are the answer. Remember, when I started my wellness journey in 2008, I was able to fix all the things that was supposedly wrong. So I know what to do. But I will admit, when I go in the food store and 4 loaves of the good bread is $4, guess who buying all that bread? When I go in the food store and the good pasta is $1.99 as opposed to $5.99 at home, guess who buying that pasta and who gonna eat that bitch? And see again, because I'm here again getting what I wanted, I missed those 2 years of not taking care of my kid because he was in boarding school and he was in academy. So I cook for him. My kid is a powerhouse of carbohydrates because he works out a lot. So when I'm making mashed potato and spaghetti and macaroni and peas and rice and all that thing for Wayne, you know I can eat some. So in these past 6 months, I've seen an increase in my blood sugar. And when I went to the doctor, I got the reality check. And you know me, I don't like drugs because I'm a typical nurse's daughter. When you have a little bit of information, I get every side effect from every drug. And so today I want to have this discussion with you about diabetes. Again, and I'm not saying that this is what happened to the people who I'm remembering, because you Bahamians get touches. Because the first things Bahamians is asked when people die, well, how they die? In the words of Father Brown, they die from death. Father Brown said, I hate when people say, look here, Sabrina, there is crack in that hospital bread. Whenever people ask Father Brown how the person dead in church, St. Agnes people nosy as fuck. Bahamians nosy too. They'd be like, well, Lord, how she died? Because I've seen people ask the question about the recent popular deaths in our country. How she dead? She died from death. And so today I want to tell us Bahamians, yes, peas and rice taste damn good, especially if you make it like my grandma used to make it. My grandma used to put salt beef and ham in the peas and rice. Yes, people ask all the time, how do people die? All right? We come from a country where I don't care what my American friends on this feed say. I love my American friends on this feed. But nobody does make macaroni and cheese like Bahamians. Yes, Jason. She died from death. Father Brown, Father Brown is boys people and they whole side of their head. And so today I want us to look at the fact that yes, guava duff is amazing. Johnny cake is amazing. Potato salad. Oh, glory to God. Whoo! Oh, look at Gia gonna make me cry. Gia say, "Man, your grandma used to cook so good. I used to look forward to her cooking." Gia, there was good times in Zion Baptist Church, eh? They was good times. And we Bahamians, good. The only healthy thing we Bahamians is eat that's good for us is coleslaw, even with the plenty mayonnaise. And so today I want us to start out with a pact. And I will admit, like right now, I'm on day 3 of my ramping down my carbohydrate intake, and I feel like I feel like I'm going through withdrawal. You know that scene in Lady Sings the Blues with Diana Ross when she's in the straight jacket? Ah, piano man, I don't know what to do, piano man. Ah, piano man. Yeah. Say, oh, Chrissy, stop it. That's good baby food. I'm not saying it isn't good, but our love of bread, potato, rice, and guess what? Dumpling. When my aunties or my Grammy or Miss Brightly make a bean soup and put that dumpling in it with the cassava and the white potato, oh, hallelujah. Sauce is good as well. Yes, sauce is a good food that we Bahamians eat, minus the potatoes. Because again, it gives you that broth and it gives you that gelatin, that collagen. I keep telling you, it's only collagen that got me looking like this. I look at some of my friends in my age group and their neck, look, their neck and their forehead is wrinkle city. But I started taking collagen again and eating bone broths when I set out on my plan to change my life, detox my world, heal my life, and release all the shit. But I'm telling you, since I've been on this plan, when I got my reality check, not that the doctor needed to tell me. Like, I didn't need Dr. Fadul to tell me my blood sugar was high. Because again, me and my girl, I got here in September, okay? I didn't decide to stay here until after I saw my court case go and left. But I got here in September. Every day, me and my girl was out eating. Okay? Every day, me and my girl in the casino gambling and eating chicken wings and bread. Okay? So I knew that this was coming. And so today, I want us to, on this Wellness Wednesday, let's make a pact that we're going to do our best to not be the carboholic nation that we are. I had another schoolmate who died about 2 years ago. Again, brilliant, brilliant singer, brilliant banker, smart guy. Again, diabetes killed him. You may have heard the current Minister of Health, side eye, talking about our issues with diabetes. So, as a nation, and America has the same problem before Americans think that they exempt. Because America have all this technology and all this health, but they the fattest and sickest nation. I tell you, when I go in the mall, I be like, Jesus, is everybody ass fat? And again, people like me who are overweight, you're able to see what's going on with us. But I tell you, I got some skinny friends who have raging hypertension, who are sick as hell. And so today I want us to make a pact. If we could just stop as Bahamians with all the rice, and I know that's hard, because let's keep it real. When mama them make bean and rice with salt beef, ham, turkey, conch, ribs, and potato, and dumpling, and cassava, you know you got to have your white rice on the side. Oh, yesterday when I saw Wayne eating potatoes, I was having friggin' withdrawals. Like I sat in the movie theater. Yes, child, they have french fries in the movies. America, where the streets are paved with gold. Oh, America. Yeah. I watched them eat them fries. Okay, I had three. Okay? I was like, I felt like a crackhead. And this in a horror movie where they slashing people, I'm looking at Wayne, we eating his french fries and being dead jealous. Yeah, yeah. America, honey. They have seats you can recline. They have wine and beer. So like I tell y'all, while I miss the Bahamas, I fucking so glad I in America. Especially when I hear the bullshit y'all going through, I ain't gonna lie. Like my friend tell me her light was off for 4 hours the other day. I was like, well, motherfuck. And I would have been in the dark just like you. So today, people, let's make a pact. What Michael Jackson say? You and I must make a pact. Yeah, 13 say if you eat less carbs and eat fruit sugars, the transition will be easy in 60 days. You should be able to eat fruit sugars and no carbs. This is from my experience. Well, again, Bahamians love fruit, but fruit is also a problem for us as Bahamians, especially Bahamians like us. We like banana. See, Bahamians don't like berries and shit. Well, first of all, berries cost 3 arm and 6 leg in the Bahamas. So most of us eat fruits like banana, apple. Again, high sugar. Apple ain't too bad because apple has pectin, but we have a problem. Bahamas, we have a problem. Sean say that's enough starch to iron, wearing clothes, all the rice and macaroni. But Sean, let's keep it real. On a Sunday dinner, we eat a good five starches. And then we wash it down with a diet soda containing aspartame. Now, yes, the aspartame is going to help your blood sugar, but the aspartame is going to do more damage to you than good. Megan say you making people jelly, Chrissy. Stop, Monica. I know. But guess what? It's not my intention to make you jealous. I keep telling you, were it not for this court case, I would have been in the Bahamas too, sucking sorrows just like y'all. I don't do this show to throw it in your face, but I'm not going to lie to you. I am glad that I am not in the Bahamas because I cannot cope with the bullshit. I just can't. I am unable to cope with the bullshit. Black man would say, radiant and I read today, beautiful. Why, thank you, sweetie. Shar say, sweet potato bread with coconut flour and little to no added sweetener is good. Yes, and as we do more of these Wellness Wednesdays and we embark on this, what I call, and I don't want to give it a label because I don't want all these so called doctors who believe there's doctors to come telling me about their bullshit in this group. So we just gonna talk about uh, a way of eating that's going to help us with those blood sugar issues and the cravings. Because again, like I said, day 1 and 2, I was like a crackhead. I was like, okay. And what I'm doing, I'm slowly dampening down the carbohydrate. I told you long ago, I don't recommend you going cold turkey. That's difficult. So instead of having one slice of bread, I will have one. And sorry, instead of two, I'll have one. Instead of having, as a matter of fact, sometime instead of one slice of bread, I've been having half with my sandwich. Just like this morning, because me and Wayne was home. Oh, you need the walnut sushi recipe? Okay, we can do that for you. That's no problem. I gotta find my damn food processor. That's the problem. Okay? Now we're gonna cook a variety of things, but I want Bahamians to realize that the lies we've been told about fat, especially us Bahamians. Remember, we used to eat all kind of um, fish from the ocean and avocado and things. Yes, I've done keto bread before. I don't have a microwave, so I'll have to bake it. But the thing is, I want us to make a commitment. And Gia, see, Gia, you lucky. You never had no weight issues. Gia was always a twig. Okay? Gia was always 10 from Zion days. But the thing is, it's not even about weight. It's about our health. And as Bahamians, it scares me that we're dying from diabetes, man. It breaks my heart. I seriously, I seriously get a lump in my throat when I think about the fact that we are so sick as a nation and the fact that we are so challenged to help our brothers and sisters who are sick. Because, see, again, unlike America that has the resources, the Bahamas don't have them. Americans could get free prescriptions, free glucophage, free Synjardy, free whatever, but it's difficult. Roommate say, okay, so we need to create a vegan bam and macaroni and cheese, but it needs to taste the same. Well, again, it's not. We have done that before, roommate. You may, I haven't done it on this. No, I haven't done it on this incarnation of my show, but I've shown you how to make macaroni and cheese before. Do you remember when I was one of the people who started the Green Earth Festival? At that festival, we had macaroni and cheese without whatever. But again, our problem as Bahamians has to do with the wheat, the bread, the pasta, the potatoes, white potatoes in particular, the things that our diet is mostly made of, the plantains. Okay, we love a fried plantain. Okay, a fried plantain may be better than a slice of cake, but it's still sugar. And the way our body responds to it, it's a problem. Pepin say those comfort foods make you comfy. Feel the love. Easier said than done. You are well versed. Share it. Well, I'm gonna do my best. Shar say find a functional medical doctor. They're great for prevention and health management. They find the root cause of disease. Well, again, there are many doctors I can choose from. I told you one of the great things about being in America and being again, I tell you, in America, I'm a senior citizen. So, I have some pretty good insurance. Now, the same insurance that I have in America, when I was in the Bahamas, I had to pay $900 for every month for me and my son to have insurance in the Bahamas. Yes, you heard me. 900 the motherfuck dollars. Yeah. Black people say I only fry fish and nothing else. All meat is grill or bake. Never fry. Well, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with frying the meat, and that is what we've been told. Fat does not make you fat. Nelson, shut your teeth. You heard me, Houston off. 900. And so when I had this family crisis that basically put me out of commission. And see, I tell people this, but people say to me, "Oh, Chrissy, I never had any idea you were going through that." Like now that I've been telling the story of what I'm going through, people always say, "Well, damn, Chrissy, I had no clue." Well, I needed that kind of coverage, legal, because again, I have a son who plays a sport, and my son was living in a foreign country. So I had no choice. I had no choice. And the thing is, when your children go to these academies, and of course, well, I hope you're ready for this. When your children are in these sporting academies, you have to have complete coverage for your kid. Now, the academy, the school does have coverage, but in America, many of you who have been in America, you know that when the first thing they ask you when you go in a hospital in America is, what's your insurance? And so that's how it is. And so they do. There is the school does have insurance, but and I'm not saying this. We all know most Bahamians I know at home was paying ridiculous amounts of coverage. And remember, all the radio stations I worked at, I was an independent contractor, so I didn't have coverage with the company. I had to get my own coverage. So that is what it is. Things I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all live in the Bahamas. Y'all know shit expensive. Shit is expensive in the Bahamas. These expensive. So that's all I'm saying. See, Black Velvet says it too, but you need your own, and it's mandated by the NCAA. So again, since I've been here in America, I will admit, when I go to the doctor's happy because he can just throw all kind of shit at me. And so, like I said, I want us to make a commitment on this Wellness Wednesday. We're going to start a series of some low carb, high fat meals. I know before, that is how I healed myself before. Even though I was on the raw food way of eating, when I shared with you how I changed my life, I look at pictures of me in a bathing suit and I still marvel. I'd be like, damn. And so, what I did was using carbs from leafy greens and veggies, using fat from avocados, nuts, seeds, those kinds of things, I was able to transform my life. And during that 5, 6 years, I also did a series of detoxes. So again, hearing this bad news, seeing my friends, because I would admit the last time I saw one of my friends who died, I saw her in a wheelchair. And when I saw her, I went back to the vibrant person that I knew. And it broke my heart. I'm not going to cry. It really broke my heart to see how she had deteriorated, all because of our Bahamian way of living and eating. So today, I want us to make this commitment to not give up the things that you love, the foods that bring you comfort. Because, again, asking a Bahamian to give up peas and rice is like asking the Pope to give up kissing the Black Madonna and the smoke in the Vatican. Vatican. Bahamians ain't gonna stop eating peas and rice. Asking Bahamians to give up macaroni and cheese, that ain't gonna happen. And many of you in the Love Nest, you break my heart when I hear your stories. And because I'm Chrissy Love and I work in media, people always telling me their stories. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for telling me your stories. And so, as we embark on this Wellness Wednesday, I'm giving myself until my 56th birthday to finally kick my addiction because I got to kick it. What a tribe said, can you kick it? Yes, we can. We got to kick this carboholic addiction. And so before I sign off, I also want to say as we get started, now I don't do any brands or I don't cape for any brands. But one of the things I wish I had known growing up in the Bahamas, even when we eat the food that we eat, I want Bahamians to start using enzymes. After every meal, if you can just use enzymes. Yes, 13 for the wire. I showed you guys how to make your own ginger ale the other day. So I want you guys to start getting, thanks Okosua, getting your enzymes. Now, again, back in the day when the world was happy and the Bahamas was wonderful, we didn't need to have pills for enzymes. But the soil in the Bahamas is depleted. The soil in America, we get our food is depleted. So, of course, that is the problem. So, what I've been doing now, again, is I try to break this addiction. Like the other day, I had to make spaghetti for Wayne, and I was like a crackhead. I was like a crackhead. So, I want Bahamians to get on a good regimen of enzymes. I'm going to put a link to this after I sign off in the bottom of the show description. And then I want us to do our best to do a couple of things out of the 5 days of the week. Now, Saturday and Sunday, ball out, wild out, because you can't tell people to stop doing certain things. So, out of the days of the week, I want us to try and make the plate. And I've done this before with you guys, and you've been so good about it. I want you to make your plate about a third of carb now. Okay? A third of carb, a third of fat, about 2/3 protein, whether it's fish, pork, chicken, turkey, whatever. If you're going to fry your food, fry it in a good oil that comes from trees like olive or coconut. Stop using them blended oils like soy. Soy is what is killing us as Bahamians because soy throws our hormones out of whack. Many of us consume so much soy. Like the other day, I was minding my business. I wanted to buy something again because I'm really working hard on changing these destructive habits that I have gotten into. Just last night, me and Wayne in the food store, 11 o'clock in the night. Okay? Two of the expensive potato chip was for $5. It was so hard not to buy that shit. And then I want the rest of that to be some kind of veggie, green, whatever. If it's raw, even better. Because remember, the reason why we need these enzymes is because we don't eat a lot of food that's alive with enzymes. That is why when I did the raw food way of eating for 2 years, I was able to fix all the diseases that I had. Okay? So next week, we're going to take it one meal at a time. Oh, and of course, well, your flourless products are so amazing. So amazing. So we're going to start with the basics. Now, again, the good part about what we're doing, this low carb, high fat way of living, as we fix the diabetes issues in our country and Bahamians stop dying, we're going to celebrate our love of egg and bacon. You know, Bahamians love egg and bacon. And when you're on this low carb, high fat way of eating, you can start your day with bacon and eggs. Now, I don't want us to get carried away because a lot of us are trying to also kick swine. I know personally, as a black woman, I really tried my best to stop eating pork. Oh, but God, it's hard. It is so hard to kick that swine. That swine be like, that's why I be calling you. That's why I be calling you. I don't like to use that word, Megan, because when you say ketogenic, people is freak out. So I don't want to say labels because I got into a trouble with that before when I was telling people about ketosis and Bahamians. I was accused by the Bahamas Medical Association of trying to play doctor. Yeah. So I try to stay away from those labels. All right, 13 for the wise. I struggle. I have to make my own vegan PAB. What's that? Bacon? Well, again, there are many fats in nature. Many fats in nature. Coach will say, I got a great recipe for flourless oatmeal spinach muffins that are yummy. No oil. Use egg whites if you prefer stevia to sweeten. That's a good idea. And again, I know what I've been doing wrong. Like the other day, right? I go in the food store. You know, I come up here, shop for my kid. I cook in bulk, so we'll always have something to have. Okay? Why they had Coke on sale? 10 for $10. They also had tuna on sale, 10 for $10. Solid chunk white albacore. I picked the tuna this time. But again, a couple of months ago, I would have bought all that Coke. Because soda tastes good. We're also going to teach you how to use alternatives. Now, I will admit, the soda that I used to use in the Bahamas was $6.99 for six, which is fucking ridiculous. But again, the organic store got to bring it into the Bahamas. So I want us to embark upon this healing of our nation. You Black Velvet, you good. You good. Now my son is like that. My son is kind of good at that, I guess, because he's an athlete. Melvern say, as an example, I've learned a lot from you in your Wellness Wednesday segment since following you on terrestrial radio and beyond. Thank you. Well, again, remember now, Wellness Wednesday, a co-worker remembers this, but Wellness Wednesday started as Love Yourself Tuesday when I was at ZNS. All of this started at, actually, it started at Island FM. This started at Island FM in 2009, 2008, 2009, when every morning I used to make smoothies for the staff members who wanted it, just giving it away because I feel for my people who are sick. And I see so many Bahamians who are sick. And this week's deaths have, it drove the point home for me. You so sweet, Akosu. That's because you's my girl. And of course, remember, Akosu and I are getting ready to put all the plans together in June. I'm going to be in Florida. I'm trying to spend the whole month of June in Florida. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, I could come to Florida when the damn friggin' hot. Black Velvet say, shout out to my diamond princess and my one son for the honor roll. Yay! Andrew said that marathon pic of you in that green shirt is my motivation. Aww. How was spin class this morning? Man, look here. Daniel 13 say, drink it, cook with it. That alone takes care of high blood pressure and helps the liver. Okay, I missed that. Gia say, friend lost 80 pounds on keto and her diabetes is under control. I don't have that kind of control and don't want to eat all that meat. Well, again, you don't have to eat all that meat. You don't have to. 13 say, use coconut oil in the Bahamas, just make your own. Well, again, coconut oil is expensive as shit in the Bahamas. Now, you have some people, I remember I used to buy coconut oil from some Androsians who are making it. But we have to make a commitment because, like, for example, I'll share this with you. One of the diabetes meds that my doctor, the doctor I go to up here, prescribed. Again, because I have good insurance, I don't have to pay for it. But I looked at the receipt because generally I will admit I don't look at the receipt. Why a 30-day supply of the fucking pills costs $495? $495. And again, I love allopathic medicine. I love allopathic doctors. However, you can't be sick, paying out all this money, and you're not getting better. Remember, I got into a lot of trouble with the Bahamas Medical Association when I kept telling Bahamians that your doctor tells you things like you'll always be diabetic. That's not true. You'll always be hypertensive. That's not true. Man, again. Andrew said Beyonce make them pills say. As a matter of fact, anyway, Wayne, Wayne, I had to open my eyes. I was like, what the entire fuck? Pass me, Wayne. Pass me my bag in the files where I have when I have all the medication labels. You could pass me that, please. Thanks. And so today, baby people, Yvette said my strips in Nassau is $80 for 50 count. My dad lives in the U.S. They about 100 count for $17. Yep, it's true. Man, again, Andrew say the bag in the file, my file box, there's a bag with a bunch of labels with all the medication that I got. Man, Andrew say Beyonce make them pills. Man, I can't take it. I can't. You mean where Danielle today? Danielle and her $1,900 tickets. Melbourne say I'm an empath like you, Chrissy. It drains the hell out of me, and it's very hard to look away when dealing with sick folks. I agree, and you know, I told you one of my greatest achievements. I have an aunt who's battling Alzheimer's. I tell you, one of my fears, and that's why I try to use coconut oil, collagen. I keep my brain right because it is obvious that in the Bethel Coakley side of my gene pool, there's a brain deficiency. I have most of my aunts and uncles have this tremor. Most of them forget shit, like my mother forgets shit. We have a brain issue in the family, and I really don't want to inherit that shit. So I will admit, I've been dousing my brain with coconut oil. That's why when I see these assholes on social media questioning my brain, my good, decent brain would work in just because I have an opinion. Yeah, no, well, it's something, well, it's not even Alzheimer's. I think, now, it's never been diagnosed, but from watching family members, older ones, and what they've gone through, I see that there's some neurological issue, and I can't have that. Yeah. Like to this day, if sometime I would see my mother would be taking up food, and then this is her hand shaking. Her hand is shaking like this. See, no, I can't. I can't deal with that. So just to show you what I'm talking about, again, this is the list of, yeah, OMG is correct. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, let me show you all this shit. And this one I said, now I will admit, I was taking the pills for a while because the reality is I wasn't able to control my addiction to rice and bread and carbs and whatever. So I want to show you this invoice. And when I saw this shit, I nearly shit up myself. Can y'all see? Medicaid, hold on. Let me turn it around. You see that? That is the cost of a month of pills for diabetics. Yeah, I agree. No, that ain't mother F, Andrew. That's motherfuck. Okay. And this is in America, where shit is cheap. So today, baby people, I want to tell you we're starting a journey. I am very appreciative for you guys because you guys are the future of the Bahamas, especially you young ones who watch my show. I want to thank you because something got to give. All right, let's read some of this. Andrew says the sugar and carbs that contribute to the degeneration of brain matter. I agree. Melvern said, so I decided to channel my empathy into volunteering with the Herb Bus. They make herbal medicines and give it away. Cool, Melvern. I got to check out one of them here in the D.C. area. Silver say, when Daniel say 1,999, I was thinking yeah, man, I can't take it. Silver, why you so trapsy? Kieran say, same. Very rarely do I drink soda, and that was a hard habit to cut. Well, again, I still love bubbles. That's why I make my own. And I use better sugars. Because I tell you, when them Coke was 10 for $10, Sprite was 10 for $10. Look here. And guess what? You know, in the Bahamas, what is the drink? Even though I ain't Jamaican, I love me some cola champagne. Of course, in the Bahamas, we used to call it, what's it called in the Bahamas? Cola champagne is what Jamaicans call it, but Junkanoo something we call it in the Bahamas. A company used to make it in the Bahamas. Lord, what a name. Yeah, ginger. Yeah, ginger. Shaw say, how much for government pills for diabetics in the Bahamas? Well, again, they're generic versions of medications. They're genetic versions. But again, being in America, when you have insurance, of course, the companies are going to charge your insurance. That's all I'm saying. Junkanoo Punch. Thank you, Megan. Junkanoo Punch. That right there, that's cocaine right there. That shit is the white lady. That shit is crack. You hear me? Junkanoo Punch is cocaine. Anyway, yeah, it's of course, and sugar, again, sugar makes you feel good. And for medicating myself because of the whole broken heart syndrome, the bread tastes good. Okay? The pasta tastes good. Even though it's gluten-free, it's still very carby. Because remember, it's made of corn, it's made of rice flour, so it's still carby. So people say, oh, gluten-free. But yeah, but it's still, when you check out the carbs, again, one serving of pasta is like 40 grams of carb. And that's what's killing us. And so today, I want y'all to join me on this. It's going to be rough, I ain't gonna lie. Because when Miss Brightly used to feed me, I remember Miss Brightly used to feed me every day. And she would make Johnny cake. Miss Brightly would feed me, ready for this? Fish fried, dip in flour, peas and rice, potato salad, Johnny cake and tea before I start eating the food. So again, this is why we are crazy and sick. And so I want you to make a commitment with me. What's the Love Nest WhatsApp number again? Oh, it's 544-3900. Black Velvet say, cut the pasta intake down to possibly every 90 days of that. Yeah, Black Velvet. Easier said than done. Jason say, all my American friends come back saying, man, I had one drink, Junkanoo Punch. It was so good. Look at Junkanoo Punch. No, Gumbe Punch is pineapple soda. Junkanoo Punch is cola champagne. Thanks, Megan. I could not remember. And again, when you drink one of those sodas, that's 35 grams of carb. Oh, but it tastes so good. Look here. Don't miss and put some rum in that bitch. Oh! Y'all ever had Junkanoo rum and coconut rum? Junkanoo punch and coconut rum? Hallelujah. Y'all ever had gumbe punch and tequila? Hallelujah. All right. So it's difficult. And again, when you are dealing with stuff, you medicate yourself. Like some people, I have friends who medicate themselves with cocaine, medicate themselves with sex, medicate themselves with shopping, medicate themselves with pills. I medicate myself with pork chop, white rice, corn, and coleslaw. So food addiction is the same. So let's make this commitment to do our best. Now, every day ain't gonna be your best. Remember the 4 agreements that I taught you guys? Be impeccable in your word, always do your best, never assume, and Jesus, I can never remember the Wayne, what's the 4th one? Be impeccable in your word, never assume, always do your best. Oh, and Wayne, you know what? If I had yelled food, his ass would have been in here. Be impeccable in your word, never assume, always do your best. How you mean you don't know? And I've taught you this since you were 5 years old. Wayne, don't play with me today.
What's the 3?
It's the 4 agreements. Yeah, these cheering. You see these cheering? Look here, cheering. What are the 4 agreements, Wayne? Legally? Yell fire, yeah. No, even if I yell fire, if I yell Drake, he'll run in the room though. Always do your best.
Yeah.
Be impeccable in your word.
Yeah.
Never assume.
Don't take things personally.
Don't take things personally. Thank you, Wayne. Now you know. I don't know about you, but that's hard for me to do. Because all of them is a challenge for me. Yeah, thank you, Megan. That's them. Yeah, but when it's dinner time, they ask be there. Anyway, what a coleslaw. What a coleslaw was that? I missed that. 13 said Gumbe punches the devil. And can I tell you, I have some friends in America, right? Every time I visit them, I just have to tote 2 cases of Gumbe punch in my bag. 2 cases of Gumbe punch in my bag. When LLL come true. And so, Bahamian people, I am going to continue to have these fireside chats with you. If you guys want to talk about stuff that's happening in the news, you can bring it up and we'll talk about it. But as far as dedicating my whole day to talking about, look at this spring friggin' weather. Every time I see this snow anyway. If y'all want to talk about stuff that's happening at home, again, I'm here to talk about it if you wish to. But I really want this show. Thank you so much, Gia. Don't take anything personally. I want us to really start doing things differently. For example, before I started my program in 2008, it is 29 degrees where you at. It's down 30, what it is, 31? It's below freezing. See, anytime it's under 32, I can't speak. I can't deal. I can't. So we're going to do our best. And remember, one of the lessons I tell my son, your best is going to change from day to day. Because I know for me, right, if I miss and eat 2 slices of bread, okay, 4. Shut your teeth, judge your mom. Okay, I'd be like, oh, Jesus, Christina, you know each one of them bread is 12 gram of carbohydrate. Girl, look here, you know you can't get your toe cut off. All right? So the thing is, we're not going to do our best every day, but we're going to do our best to do our best, if that makes sense to you. And again, for all the Bahamians who are experiencing loss, for everyone who has left us this week in the Bahamas, and those of you who've lost family, friends, whatever, to preventive, non-communicable diseases, it's ridiculous. Yes, Genevieve, because again, the doctors tell you you have diabetes. They give you these drugs. Look, hold on. They give you these $495 drugs. All right? And then they tell you, yeah, go eat that bread. It's the same reason why we have pink ribbons on fast food. Yeah. It's a conspiracy. Because guess what? If all of us start caring about our wellness and we feel better, how the doctors can drive their Benz? How the hospital can make their money? And you know what? She died from death. That's how she died. If one more person sent me a WhatsApp asking me how she died, she died from death. Thank you, Father Ranfully Brown. You like shit, Jason. Andrew said, that toast situation is not an option. Please stop verbalizing that and put an atmosphere. No, it's not verbalizing it. I want us to know what we're up against. We have to be very careful because these things are real. These things are real. And so as Bahamians, again, the fact that we have the highest per capita rate of diabetes, it's sad. It's very sad. We used to be number 6, I think, in the world. She died from death, Gigi. She died from death. That's how she died. So again, our hugs, prayers, condolences to the Moxie and the Hutchison family. Lord, I can't even imagine what Miss Sally going through. Again, our condolences to the Russell family. Look, even though I divorced your damn nephew, I still feel for you. Because again, ain't nothing like them Mama Helen Russell lemon meringue pie. Oh, glory to God. Legal said, well, send you a bit of the sun we have today that really shines on the side. I can't stand you, legal. How you have damn sun in Canada? Think Madame say I started my life change in January, lost over 40 pounds. It isn't easy, but you get used to it. Yeah, it isn't. And when I tell people, like when I tell people my story, how I released, and I didn't even say lose weight because I ain't trying to find that bitch back. But again, once you go back to the bad habits, the weight comes back. Now, luckily, out of the 180 pounds that I lost, I keep gaining back this 90. I keep now. I've never gotten back up to the whole 365. Never, and I will never be that big again. Never. All right. But I will admit, when I moved here and I was creeping at 290, I'm now down to 257. Again, I tell my weight. I shame because this will get us the love nest. We tell each other our things. Like Black Velvet say, if you got something to tell me in the fucking group. Stop side messaging me. All right. So this is our way of supporting and loving one another and saying, man, look here. Thanks, Giadel. So, again, as I sit up in this damn snow, let me take my camera off the, yeah. As I sit up in this damn, look here, y'all see this shit? It is the first full day of spring. You see this bullshit? Do you see this blanket? Blanket of snow, may you bloom and glow. This a bunch of shit, eh? It's the first day of spring. Motherfucking, I am freezing my nuts off. Y'all pray for me here, because I ain't ready for this. Lord, I need some concealer. Hold on. I also need some brows. Y'all tell Italia send my brows from Nassau, please. Thanks. All right, Jason say, man, this ain't no joke. This is crazy. Then the weekend we supposed to be up to 56. Exactly, the weekend's supposed to be 60. What kind of schizophrenic? Anyway, you know what? By the way, people, as we also talk about the things that are happening in the Bahamas, let us also give a shout out to our water polo team. I see my little cousins won gold at Carifta. Because, a lot of times we tend to bitch about what ain't working. So let's say thanks to what is working. Megan say, I didn't know you had nuts. Yes. Pepin say, so what? No fire engine for you all? Well, again, I personally gave up my corned beef addiction. Pepin, I love corned beef, but what I do now, and I try not to eat it a lot because it's still soy, when I'm having that craving for corned beef, because can I tell you, I love it. I love the foods I grew up eating. Okay? I love it. I love my parents, my grandmother. When my grandmother made corned beef and rice with the potato and cabbage in it and corn and coleslaw and plant on the side, I still love fire engine. But I just can't bring myself to eat that right now as I try to change my way of thinking. So here's our plan. We're going to do this for about 90 days or so until June. And then in June, we head to Florida and we get this retreat going. Okay? Because I really want us to do better. And again, just because me and a couple other people may be overweight and you think you could see what we feeling, trust me, that people who wait is supposedly okay and they still sick. All right. Hello, new subby. Well, hello, new subby. Natural brown beauty. Is that my cousin? Yeah, hold on. I bet you that's my cousin. Hold on. Let me see. Mature brown beauty. Well, hello, mature brown beauty. Black Velvet say corned beef only during hurricane season. Man, look here. Like I said, I love it. I'm not trying to be a snob. I'm not even pretending. But again, I told you one of the downsides to what we do, and maybe I should tell you this. Once you start cleaning out your body, and you make an attempt to go back to the foods, you get sick as a dog. But I didn't have to tell you that. Like I remember one time I went to my cousin's house. They made fire engine rice. I ate it. An hour later, I was in the street puking. I was driving my car on the way home after eating it. Love you and Alma. I was puking in the street. So there's a consequence when you start cleaning out your body. All right? Yeah, and you be lay up. Thank you. See, Jason? Like the other day, I ate, again, remember that when I was in Walmart buying Mauve drink and I ate them Cheetos? The next morning, I woke up with a friggin' MSG headache out of this world. I was lay out. I was dead to the bed. It's just like when I first came off of my eating plan, when I was trying to cure the hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, arthritis, all them skin issues that I had. I ate some ribs. Yeah. Who the fuck does that? Go from detoxing to eating ribs. I learned that friggin' lesson. I was floored. You hear me? So again, next Wednesday is going to be our first class. We're gonna make one breakfast entree, one dinner, one breakfast entree, one lunch entree, and one supper entree. And I'll show you some of the hacks that I do. For example, if you go in my fridge, any day you go in my fridge, when I do commit to this way of eating, I always have deviled eggs in my fridge. Again, a good snack. People vilify eggs, but eggs are a good snack because I can't have no diabetes. I can't. I'm unable to. And the thing is, I knew this day was coming. If you're a woman and you had gestational diabetes, 9 times out of 10, you get you get diabetes. So my days of eating potato chip and having the large popcorn in the movies every Tuesday, that over. Megan said, I know what you're talking about. I did crap after the lemonade. My kids have me for jokes, man. I can't take it. Mature say I'm having blood sugar troubles also. We're gonna thug this out, and it's gonna be rough. Let me tell you, you can be in your bed laying down like that scene. I keep telling you that scene where Diana Ross was in the straight jacket. Remember her lips were blue. I remember her hair was all look here. Diana hair was like, hold on. Diana hair was straight up. Hold on. That scene with Diana inside there, she rocking. When Billy D. Williams is in the scene and he tell her he ain't gonna never leave her, Diana's rocking. Look here, you become a crackhead. You become a crackhead, okay? Of course, say drinking a gallon of water a day is a good idea. I found too. Yes, it is. And of course, remember our general rule when we started Wellness Wednesday. Of course, well, you might have to reactivate the Wellness Wednesday Club. We always tell you drink half your body weight in water. So for me, I drink a gallon of water a day because technically if I weigh 257, okay, say 260 pounds, I should drink 130 ounces of water. And in that water, this is crucial as well, this is the other lie they tell us, you must put a sprinkle of sea salt in every pint of water, so every quart of water, sorry. So do your best to get your minerals in. All right, so we're going to continue these conversations. We got to break this curse of addiction on the Bahamas. Break it, Lord.